Hi, thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time of tuning in, don't forget to subscribe. It's very easy to do so. Just hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Today, what I'm going to talk about is going to be very short and sweet. After the last episode where I talked about changes coming to Canada for international students who want to come and study, a lot of you buzzed me about talk about scholarships, because education in Canada is expensive. So today I'm going to be talking about 5 scholarships that you can apply for if you meet the criteria, that you should be looking for if you want to come and school in Canada in 2025. So let's get started. So the truth is, if you're going abroad to study, it's expensive. You pay international fees. Okay, now in Canada, you want to come and study, depending on the course, the program, the duration, we're thinking minimum 12,000 pounds for tuition, minimum. That's minus accommodation and all other expenses. So it is a costly venture. In fact, when people reach out to me and say, hey, I want to come to Canada, I'm thinking of coming to study, my first question is, have you considered the funding? Because it is a costly venture. However, the good thing is that there are some scholarships available. So after a number of you, buzzed me last week, I started doing some research. A lot of research, because unlike other countries like the US, where they have loads of scholarships for international students, especially international students coming to study graduate programs, Canada, not really. There are a few, and people don't really know about them. So it was a lot of work. So let's talk about them. So I'm going to be talking about 5. And before I even get into it, just to let you know that for every scholarship, every type of scholarship I'm going to talk about in the different universities, you have to go do your research, and they all have their criteria. So it's not something that you just get like that. For the Canadian universities I'm going to be talking about, one of the criteria is your language proficiency. So please have that at the back of your mind. A lot of these scholarships, they are for 2025, either the spring or the fall of 2025, which is great because it gives you enough time to do your research and to apply. Now, the way scholarships work is you have to have applied to that university or college first. You have to have been given admission before you can even start applying for the scholarship. So you can't just say, oh, I want to apply for this scholarship without having admission to that university. It does not work that way. Okay, this scholarship, some of them are full, some of them are partially funded, some is about 5,000 Canadian dollars. But the truth is, like I was telling someone, every penny counts. If you get a full one, a partial award, a grant, even if it's 4,000 Canadian dollars, every amount counts towards something, and it's definitely worth applying for if you meet the criteria. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is for the University of Toronto, UT, in everybody's favorite province, Ontario. UT, University of Toronto, is a top university. It's very, very popular, top in the world, to be honest, and they have scholarships for international students. Now, for all the scholarships, I'm going to put the link in the description of the video. Please and please, you've got to go through it carefully, like with a fine-tooth comb. Do your own research. I've provided you with the information. You have the baton. You need to take it to the finish line, okay? So University of Toronto, they have for international students, I think they have about 2 yearly. There is a cutoff or a deadline that you have to apply. That's why I'm saying 2025. So the link in the description of the video is your friend. Google is also your friend. Number 2, University of Calgary in Alberta. Very, very popular university, very huge, loads of international students, and they also have scholarships for international students. They actually have quite a couple. Okay, link in the description of the video. If you have any questions, just go through the link and you can contact the university directly. Number 3, University of Ottawa. Ottawa is also in Ontario. They have a few bursaries, grants for international students. It is worth exploring. Now, the thing about scholarships is that you have to apply on time. Some of these scholarships are specific. So some are specific to undergraduate students, some are specific to students going for their postgraduate, for their masters, some for PhD students. That's why I started by saying go through it, review it, and make sure you meet the criteria. If you see one for an undergraduate and you're coming to do your master's, don't even bother applying. Okay, it's that simple. Now, the next university is one of my favorites here in Nova Scotia, Dalhousie University. Dalhousie University is a top university in Canada, very popular in Atlantic Canada, and it's here in Nova Scotia, not too far away from here. It's in Halifax, and it's one of those universities that's big on science, big on the STEM courses, very big on research and PhDs. So a lot of the international students I have met that go to Dalhousie come for research studies and science-based studies. Now, Dalhousie University has a lot of funding for international students. So you're going to see in the description that I put the link to the general scholarship page for Dalhousie. And then there are about 9 or 10 scholarships, some for Iranian students, but then I brought out about 2 or 3, you're going to see the links, that are specific to all international students. There's some for Ukrainian students, some for students from certain countries, but there's 3 for all international students. You just have to meet the criteria. The Dalhousie University, a lot of it is fully funded, so there's a lot of competition, but it's doable. Just give yourself time to apply. Make sure you apply before the deadline. And again, if you have any questions, okay, reach out to the universities. The final university is York University, another top university in the province of Ontario. Okay, very popular university with international students. They also have a few, scholarship awards available. Link in the description. Please do your research, go through it. Any questions, contact the universities directly. Now, with all scholarship programs, you have to apply on time. Don't tell me you want to start in January and then you're just applying now. No. In fact, majority of the scholarships start in the fall of 2025. So you have time to get all your documents together and to prepare. And I've heard from people, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard from people that visa officers are more inclined to, to give study permits to students that have scholarships, whether partial or fully funded. Okay, so good luck with your application. Keep watching this channel for more information. Until next time, take care.